This is News 3 Now, live at 4, moving forward.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Mark Wagner.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to Live at 4. We're beginning with breaking news.
Wisconsin DCI agent Mark Wagner has been found not guilty of second-degree recklessly endangering safety for firing a gun at Quadrin Wilson back in February of 2022.
Wilson was wanted on drug charges at the time of his arrest when law enforcement performed a dangerous procedure. Our Catherine Merck joins us live with details of what attorneys told the jury when they wrapped up their arguments today. Catherine?
Charlotte and Susan, today's court wrapped up earlier than originally attorneys and the judge expected. Today at closing arguments, the attorneys on both sides of the court said that specifically those defending 51-year-old Mark Wagner gave their closing arguments to the jury. Wagner's attorney questioned Quadrin Wilson's actions and brought up his past history selling and using drugs. And he said Wilson did not have respect for authority. The state's attorney said despite Wilson's character and actions, this trial is about what Mark Wagner did when he shot at Wilson. And ultimately, the jury ended up deciding that the officer was not guilty. You're going to hear more of what we saw inside the courtroom tonight on News 3 Now at 4:30, 5, and 6 o'clock. So make sure to stick with us there and on our online platforms at channel3000.com for our continuing coverage of this trial. Reporting live in Madison, I'm Catherine Merck, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Catherine. A warning from the Dane County Sheriff's Office. Scammers are using AI to trick people into giving them money. It's an evolution of the classic grandparent scam, where the scammer will try to convince people that their grandchildren are in trouble. Now scammers are taking videos from social media and putting them through AI programs to create a recording using the person's voice. But there are some ways to keep yourself safe, especially when it comes to what you post.
My recommendation, for lack of a better term, is don't post those vacation videos and photos until after you get back. Show everybody what a good time you had when you get home.
The Sheriff's Office also recommends strengthening your security settings so that only people you know can access those videos. If you receive one of these calls, hang up and call the relative in question to check if they are indeed safe.
The UW-Madison Police Department launching a new tool today that they hope will save lives in an emergency. The panic button launched with a test push today at 11 o'clock. When pushed, the button sends out a generic message telling people to, quote, assess your situation. That message also indicates a deadly and active threat on campus. The button will go into full effect starting this fall for the 2024-25 school year. Police hope the button will give people more time to respond to threats around them in situations where seconds matter. In a news release about the button, UWPD's interim police chief said in part, as we look at the senseless active killer incidents that have plagued our country in recent years, this is a necessary tool that could save lives.
For the first time in almost 2 years, former President Donald Trump will return to Wisconsin. He's holding a rally on the same day as the presidential primary election. That is next week, Tuesday. The rally will be held in Green Bay and is the first Wisconsin visit for the Trump campaign since August of 2022. Next week's event is at the Hyatt Regency, and it starts at 5 p.m. with the doors opening at 2 o'clock.
This comes 2 weeks after President Biden visited our state. The last Biden visit was in Milwaukee, where he visited his Milwaukee campaign office and announced federal funding for projects in disadvantaged communities.
Wisconsin continues to play a big role in the upcoming presidential election. Both candidates are focusing on the Badger State. The most recent polls have both candidates neck and neck. The poll from Bloomberg News Morning Consult shows 46% of Wisconsin voters plan to back Biden, 45% back Trump. That survey was conducted earlier this month, and it has a margin of error of 4%. All right, let's get a look at your first warn forecast now with Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington. Hello, Alex. Nice to see the sunshine.
Yes, thanks. Hey there, Charlotte. Yeah, I'm a little hard of hearing out here because it's so windy again still. But I did say last night if we could break into that sunshine like you were saying, and that's kind of blinding sunshine, we would get into the upper 30s to right around 40. So see, we're cracking 40 degrees over the southwestern portion of Dane County. Upper 30s right around 40 degrees across much of the southern half of southern Wisconsin. Few clouds hanging up to the north, and that's why they're a little bit cooler in the middle to upper 30s. But this is a big change compared to where we were yesterday, just before our 4 o'clock show when we got into the 50s out there. Those winds, they're still roaring out here. We have wind gusts of 25 to 30 miles per hour, and I can attest to that. It's still not that pleasant out on the patio. Wind chills, it's almost April, and I'm talking about wind chills. This is what it feels like. It feels like 33 in Madison, but in some places it feels as cold as the lower to middle 20s. So that's definitely a change in the air. Low temperatures tonight and what you'll wake up to on your Thursday morning in the lower 20s. I promise this one more cold night, then warmer weather. How warm? Coming up.
All right, looking forward to that, Alex. Thank you. There is a massive coordinated response going on in Baltimore to find the bodies of 6 men thrown into the water when a cargo ship lost power and hit the Francis Scott Key Bridge, causing it to collapse.
There is also a multi-governmental effort to try to ease the economic impact from one of America's busiest ports being shut down. Natalie Brand has more details from Baltimore, Maryland.
A dangerous and intense recovery effort continues to locate the construction workers who were on the Francis Scott Key Bridge at the time of its collapse. That includes Miguel Luna, a husband and father of 3.
As we've moved now to a recovery effort, the same commitment that I make to the families is we are going to use every asset to bring them a sense of closure.
The NTSB remains in the early stages of investigating what happened on board the Dolly cargo ship as it left the port of Baltimore overnight Tuesday, then hit a support column of the landmark bridge. The NTSB will begin interviewing personnel and analyzing evidence from the ship, including the voyage data recorder.
What I hope to release later today is a timeline of events, data that we have that we can provide to the public to show what was occurring immediately prior to the strike.
For now, the Port of Baltimore is closed to ship traffic as crews examine the area and then work to clear the channel.
And there are underwater surveys that are happening by remotely operated vehicle. Divers will be in the water today to complete that underwater survey.
Baltimore's port is one of the busiest on the East Coast and the nation's #1 hub for importing and exporting vehicles.
The Port of Baltimore is an important port, so for our supply chains and for all the workers who depend on it for their income, we're going to help to get it open as soon as safely possible.
Maryland's governor says the port directly employs about 15,000 workers and more than 100,000 indirectly. Natalie Brand, CBS News, Baltimore.
The Navy announced it is moving 3 heavy lift cranes to Baltimore to help clear the bridge debris and open the ship channel. Well, coming up after the break, an amazing story you just have to see.
Shredding the strings under the knife. Why this patient is strumming away on the guitar while he's on the operating table. That's when we come back.
I'm Jonathan Lawson, here to tell you about life insurance through the Colonial Penn program. If you're age 50 to 85 and looking to buy life insurance on a fixed budget, remember the 3 Ps.
The 3 what?
The 3 Ps.
What are the 3 Ps?
The 3 Ps of life insurance on a fixed budget are price, price, and price. A price you can afford, a price that can't increase, and a price that fits your budget.
I'm 54 and was a smoker, but quit. What's my price?
You can get coverage for $9.95 a month.
I'm 65, retired, and take medications. What's my price?
Also $9.95 a month.
I just turned 80 and I'm on a fixed income. What's my price?
$9.95 a month for you too. If you're age 50 to 85, call now about the #1 most popular whole life insurance plan available through the Colonial Penn program. Options start at $9.95 a month. That's less than 35 cents a day. You cannot be turned down because of your health. No medical exam, no health questions. Your acceptance is guaranteed. And this plan has a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, so your rate can never go up for any reason. Options start at $9.95 a month. Plus, you get a 30-day money-back guarantee. So call now for free information, and you'll also get this free beneficiary planner. Use this valuable guide to record your important information and give helpful direction to your loved ones with your final wishes. And it's yours free, just for calling. So call now for free information.
Call 1-800-914-3131 for your free information and your free gift. That's 1-800-914-3131. There's no risk or obligation. 1-800-914-3131. Call now.
Certain this is going to work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Backyard living season is here. Coolview has great solutions to beat the backyard blues and save 15 to 25%. Cover your deck with a screen porch, an enclosed porch, or sunroom. If you have a screen porch, let us turn it into an enclosed porch. Shade your patio with a pergola or awning. All on sale now. Let Coolview show you how to tame your backyard blues. Call now for a quote before the sun sets on savings.
Get a new view from Coolview.
Salonpas Lidocaine Flex, a super thin, flexible patch with maximum OTC strength lidocaine that contours to the body to relieve pain right where it hurts. And did we mention it really, really sticks? Salonpas, it's good medicine.
Tensions are rising between the U.S. and Israel over the plight of civilians in Gaza.
Now that divide is showing up in such public ways, it's surprising some observers. It's widening because the U.S. wants a ceasefire to protect civilians. The Israeli defense minister is taking home that message after visiting Washington this week. Today, another sign of the rift is that top advisors to Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu are not in Washington as originally planned. Netanyahu says he canceled because the U.S. abstained from a UN ceasefire resolution vote instead of vetoing it. In Russia, the death toll from last week's Moscow concert hall attack rose to 140 today. People in the country continue to honor the victims of the tragedy with a memorial. Tributes are still being placed outside of the venue even a week later. Authorities say 80 people injured in the attack remain in the hospital, while 205 others have sought outpatient care. A branch of ISIS is claiming responsibility for the attack, but Russia is insisting Ukraine and the West had a role. Ukrainian officials deny the accusation.
A lawyer for Sean Diddy Combs is strongly criticizing the raids at two of the hip-hop mogul's homes in a federal sex trafficking investigation. According to sources familiar with the search warrant, guns, cell phones, and other electronics are among the items taken from the two homes. Hours after the raid started, Combs was seen walking around Miami Opa-locka Airport. According to TMZ, yesterday, Diddy's lawyer called the law enforcement action, quote, nothing more than a witch hunt based on meritless accusations made in civil lawsuits, end quote. Even though Combs has not been publicly named as a target of the investigation, he says he's now prepared to fight to clear his name.
Protesters have once again tethered themselves to construction equipment in Atlanta. They're protesting the Cop City construction project there. The group claiming responsibility is known as Drop Cop City. Protesters say they'll continue to stop the construction of the training center slated to be used by both police and fire personnel. The action disrupted the construction site, but work is expected to continue.
This site is very particular because they are building with Brassfield and Gorey, and we're here to let them know that no matter where you are, no matter what you're building, we will be here.
Back on March 7th, one person was arrested at a similar protest which halted work at a different construction site run by the same company.
Well, nice to see glimpses of the sun today, and temperatures are returning closer to normal. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington joins us now with the forecast. Hi, Alex.
Hey there, Charlotte. Yes, temperatures will be returning closer to normal. All we got to do is just wait till Thursday, which is tomorrow. And that's why we have mild conditions and the three things that you need to know and enter the yellow shades. Some showers by Friday night, but it's going to be even more mild on Friday. We'll see that in the 10-day forecast. Chilly right now. We got 38 degrees out there. The winds are calm. I would disagree with that. I was just out on the patio and they are roaring here, at least at the station. I did say if we got some sunny skies out there, those temperatures would boost up into the upper 30s to right around 40, and we've done that. Upper 30s, 41 is a tie in Middleton and Verona, and again, Mount Orab and Cross Plains, you're also at a tie at 41 degrees. We've got upper 30s right around 40 degrees for much of southern Wisconsin. A couple of chillier spots up towards Watome up where they've had a few more in the way of clouds, and that doesn't allow the sun to come in and warm things up. Not warm to start your Thursday morning. Temperatures in the lower 20s out there. That's averaging about 10 degrees below normal. So one more cold night, I promise you. And then as we advance the day on your Thursday here, Future Track showing temperatures middle to upper 30s by the time we get to the lunch hour. So maybe you want to take a walk. And then as we head towards the end of the day, progress. And I'll be here out on the patio. We'll have progress on the patio because temperatures will be in the middle 40s, maybe upper 40s over portions of southwestern Wisconsin. And that's a hint of things to come. We'll get even warmer as we go on into your Friday. Now, we need the raindrops, so I want to keep the rain in our conversation here. Scattered showers Friday night. And then as we head out further out into the future here, a wet weather system Sunday night going into Monday. That could bring some more raindrops, maybe a snowflake or two. But again, we need those drops out there. So bottom line here, chilly overnight tonight in our recap. A little warmer on Thursday, warmer yet on Friday, but those showers later on your Friday. We'll do 52 on Friday, 51 on Saturday, 50 on Easter Sunday. Then that wet weather system Monday going on into your Tuesday. And then as we head out further into the forecast, if you want those above normal temperatures back in the forecast, I got them. 60s by the end of next week. Submit your photos to us. I love to show them, and I'm going to walk over here and talk to my friends Susan and Charlotte as we look at two of our weather photos. If they're going to play here, there we go. Isn't that?
That was worth the wait.
Yeah, those colors are stunning.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you, Linda, for sending us that weather photo and that pretty sunrise there on Lake Wingara. You'd think there might still be some ice on the lake, but we haven't had ice for a long time, and with temperatures above freezing for the most part, no ice anytime soon. So pretty sunrises on the lake. I'm forecasting that with certainty.
Very good. I love seeing pictures like that. It's very peaceful.
You're welcome.
All right, thanks, Alex.
March Madness continues this week. Starting tomorrow at 6:09 right here on CBS, Clemson faces off against Arizona, followed by Alabama versus North Carolina. Then on Friday at 6:09, Wisconsin's own Marquette University takes on NC State, followed by Duke versus Houston. The other four games airing, including those featuring Illinois and Purdue, will air on TBS and True TV. Meanwhile, News 3 Now at 6 will air at 5:30, right after News 3 Now at 5. News 3 Now at 10 will air at the end of the second games.
Well, brain surgery is always a delicate procedure, of course, and sometimes it needs to be done while the patient is awake. Christian Benavides explains why and brings us the story of what this meant for one avid guitar player.
24-year-old Christian Nolan is used to shredding the guitar at home. But in December, he showed off his skills while undergoing brain surgery to remove an aggressive tumor.
Could you feel anything happening? It was mainly like pressure. I could feel things moving, but no pain or anything.
The tumor was located in a delicate part of the brain that can affect hand movements.
We performed his surgery awake so that we could be able to remove the tumor safely and be sure that we weren't harming his hand function.
Neurosurgeon Dr. Ricardo Comotar with Sylvester Comprehensive Cancer Center says when a patient is awake during a craniotomy, it requires less bone removal. It can also limit injury to surrounding brain tissue.
If you don't have the ability to do the surgery awake, this operation becomes actually much riskier.
The procedure lasted about 2.5 hours. Nolan was only awake for part of it, as his team of doctors monitored the use of his left hand.
The patient is completely comfortable during the awake part of the surgery. They do not feel any pain, and they do not remember most of the procedure.
Nolan remembers someone handing him the guitar. The rest was just second nature.
What do you think when you watch that video? I just can't believe that was me.
Nolan's tumor was discovered by chance. Someone stage diving at a concert landed on him, causing his brain to swell, leading to a checkup. He still has to undergo treatment, including chemotherapy, but the tumor was completely removed. Christian Benavides, CBS News, Miami.
It's pretty remarkable, isn't it? Nolan's doctors say he was fortunate the tumor was caught early before causing any permanent damage.
An American adventure seeker has set a new world record for being the first person to circumnavigate the globe in an all-electric vehicle. 25-year-old Lexi Alford crossed the finish line in Nice, France yesterday in a Ford Electric Explorer, earning a special certificate from the Record Setter organization. The Florida native began her epic journey September 8th, traveling over 18,000 miles through 27 countries and 6 continents before finishing where she started. Alford says the trip wasn't without its challenges, including freezing conditions, power outages, and a lack of charging infrastructure in some countries.
I found everything from unique charging solutions like domestic charging using household outlets to solar panels to even battery packs to try to get me to where I need to go.
Alford, known on social media as Lexi Limitless, is already the Guinness World Record holder for the youngest person to travel all sovereign nation countries, as well as the youngest female to do so, earning the honor at age 21.
Incredible adventure.
Very much so. Well, coming up after the break, hippity hop.
Josh Spreiter is in the 608 with a look at what you can do this Easter weekend, and you won't even have to leave your car.
Welcome back to Portage Furniture Store, your forever furniture store. Mr. Aaron Ayers, what does that mean?
Welcome back, Emmy. Yes, when we talk about forever furniture, we talk about generation-lasting, heirloom-quality custom furniture. Case in point, we live it every day. My wife and I, we have a chair in our home that my grandfather sold to my wife's grandparents. Generation lasting, third generation lasting furniture.
Long, long before you and Jen had met. That's an incredible story.
We find love at Portage Furniture.
He can promise that right there. And still free delivery, amazing service from your crew.
We talk about it all the time, the best in the business. Bring it in, set it up for you, move it left, move it right. They are the best.
They're going to take care of you. And it looks like the 4th generation, they're just swooping right in. They're making some decisions here, Aaron.
They're trying to kick us out the door as quick as they can. They're anxious and they're ready to go.
Kenley, are you ready to work in the store someday?
Yeah, I was born ready.
That a girl. High five. We've all had those moments in businesses where you see the salesperson come at you and you're like, oh man, I haven't even had a second to look. Except that doesn't happen when you come to Portage Furniture.
That's right. Really, it's a pressure-free environment. Really no pressure at all. We like the customers to be able to get a chance to look around, to really sit down on the furniture, to lay down on the mattresses, to really, again, have the no pressure atmosphere here at the store.
Absolutely. But they also know their stuff. So when you're ready, when you need them, when you have the questions for them, they're going to be here and they're ready to go.
Yeah, that's right. You know, our staff and our salespeople are very well knowledgeable and they know the product and everything too. So any questions, they're here for you.
From the entire Portage Furniture family, I'm Emmy Fink, and you're buzzed into Madison.
Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
That's a great deal. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
TDS Fiber Internet makes our home smarter. Working, playing, living, learning. It's all better with TDS Fiber Internet because it's faster, more reliable. It's award-winning internet served up by friendly local folks. It's what keeps us connected. And isn't that what it's all about? Say hello to internet that hits different. Say hello to TDS.
Madison Magazine is growing, and we're seeking top talent for media sales. It's more than just a job, it's something bigger. Unleash your income. Apply today on channel3000.com and be part of something big.
It may only be hump day, but per usual, News 3 now, we're already looking forward to the weekend in the 608.
Josh Spreiter has some things happening for your family this Easter weekend across southern Wisconsin.
It is spring break week for a lot of you folks at home, so why not plan ahead? I have 3 things for you to do this weekend, and some of them don't even require you to get out of your car. First up, sit back, relax, and enjoy the lights along International Lane in Madison. Join the Dane County Regional Airport for the 5th annual Flight of Lights. They are proud to host an even bigger, even brighter drive-through light display this year, featuring tributes to our first responders, tropical destinations, Wisconsin sports, and more. It is open to all, and there's no charge to attend. Flight of Lights runs through April 7th. Easter weekend is almost here, and that means it's time for the Extravaganza Spring Festival. Saturday's event is at Hometown Festival Park and is hosted by the Verona Area Chamber of Commerce and Verona Vision Care. Organizers say the Easter Bunny will be there along with an egg hunt, food trucks, and other activities. That is happening from 9 to noon. Time is running out to join your favorite farmers at the late winter Dane County Farmers Market. This is happening Saturdays at Garver Feed Mill. You have just 2 Saturdays left before the end of the season, ending April 6th. This is a perfect opportunity for you to do your weekly grocery shopping while supporting local farmers and makers. Remember, we are your home for what's happening in the 608 on channel3000.com. You can also click on the community calendar in partnership with our friends at Madison Magazine. In the 608, I'm Josh Breiter, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Josh. Josh talked about it yesterday, but today is the day to support Special Olympics Wisconsin.
And all it takes is just ordering some food. Local Jersey Mike's. Restaurants are partnering with Special Olympics Wisconsin to donate 100% of proceeds today. That means every purchase at a local Jersey Mike's will go right into the pocket of Wisconsin Special Olympics. Right now, they are also accepting donations of $1, $3, and $5 when you place your order. Customers also have the opportunity to round up their purchase to the nearest dollar to give back as well. Well, stay with us. There is more after the break.
A local town wants to hear from you. Find out how Middleton is trying to improve housing conditions when Live at 4 continues.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something on the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home. So we applied it to his under eye bags. And let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view. And now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
At our $14.95 price, it's the best way to try Plexiderm and see it work for yourself after your first application. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they square off with the Pelicans on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch Giannis and the Bucks fly into NOLA to zap Zion and the soaring Pelicans. It's Dane time in the Big Easy. Bucks, Pelicans on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Thursday, March 28th at 7 on Television Wisconsin. News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
You're watching News 3 Now, live at 4.
Welcome back, everybody. Good to have you with us at midweek. We've made it to Wednesday. Nice to see the sun today, but a little chilly outside this afternoon.
That leads us to today's weather words, brief warm up ahead. Alex is on the backyard patio with the first warn forecast. Hello again, Alex.
Hey there, Charlotte. Hey there, Susan. I got the gold glasses on because we do have a brief warm up ahead. It's not that warm right now, but we did do what we said we would do temperature-wise, upper 30s to right around 40, because the sun came out, and that helps to warm things up. Sun makes a huge difference, especially in the early spring months. When the ground gets warmer later in the spring, the sun doesn't matter quite as much for a warmer high temperature, but it does today. We got 40 in Boscobel, 39 in Janesville, and 38 to the north up in Wisconsin Dells. So we plan your evening, clear skies, temperatures going down through the 30s, a bit of a brisk breeze out here, but not bad for a stroll or a run, or maybe take your dog for a walk. The rest of the night tonight, bundle up. We're going to start off at 22 degrees on your Thursday morning, and that's the coldest I see in the next 10 days to start off a day. We'll do 45 for high temperatures, so making progress on the patio when you join me tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Coming up in Maine weather, we're going to talk about 50-degree weather, shower chances, and then when we might see 60s in our forecast. That's coming up.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Mark Wagner, not guilty.
We're still following breaking news today. DCI agent Mark Wagner has been found not guilty in his trial.
The final day of the trial moved at a rapid pace today, with closing arguments beginning this morning. It began with the prosecution making their closing statements, recapping their arguments. Discussion of their key evidence and witnesses was the main highlight. Then just before 11 this morning, the defense began their closing statement.
It wasn't his actions, it was Quadrant's actions. Going back and forth, spinning his tires, trying to break the stick. He was reacting to actions. He was not creating anything. He was reacting to criminally reckless conduct.
The defense took a focus on the character of Quadrin Wilson, the man who was shot during the incident. They also discussed their perceived holes in the prosecution's arguments, and then the prosecution was given the opportunity to challenge the defense.
Every special agent there thought something very bad had happened to him. That is reasonable.
But the rebuttal was not enough to sway the jury. Coming up tonight at 5, our Catherine Merck continues our live coverage of the trial from the courthouse.
In more local news, a warning from the Dane County Sheriff's Office. Scammers are using AI to trick people into giving them money. It's an evolution of the classic grandparent scam, where the scammer will try to convince people that their grandchildren are in trouble. Now scammers are taking videos from social media and putting them through AI programs to create a recording using that person's voice. But there's some ways to keep yourself safe, especially when it comes to what you post.
A recommendation, for lack of a better term, is don't post those vacation videos and photos until after you get back. Show everybody what a good time you had when you get home.
The Sheriff's Office also recommends strengthening your security settings so that only people you know can access those videos. If you do receive one of these calls, hang up and call the relative in question to check if they are safe.
The UW-Madison Police Department launched a new tool today that they hope will save lives in an emergency. The panic button launched with a test push today at 11 a.m. When pushed, the button sends out a generic message telling people to assess your situation. That message also indicates that a deadly and active threat is on campus. The button will go into full effect starting this fall for the 2024-25 school year. Police hope the button will give people more time to respond to threats around them in situations where seconds can save lives.
There is a massive coordinated response going on in Baltimore following the Francis Scott Key Bridge collapse. A dangerous and intense recovery effort continues to find the 6 construction workers who were on the bridge at the time of its collapse, including Miguel Luna, a husband and father of 3. The NTSB remains in the early stages of investigating what happened on board the Dolly cargo ship as it left the port of Baltimore overnight Tuesday and hit a support column on the Landmark Bridge.
What I hope to release later today is a timeline of events, data that we have that we can provide to the public to show what was occurring immediately prior to the strike.
Baltimore's port is one of the busiest on the East Coast and the nation's #1 hub for importing and exporting vehicles. Transportation Secretary Pete Buttigieg says he's convening a panel of shippers and supply chain partners to mitigate the impact.
The stock market continues to be volatile, but short gains are in store today. The Dow Jones rose 477 points, the S&P 500 following suit with a 44-point rise, and the NASDAQ keeping up the trend, rising 83 points.
In more local news, the city of Middleton launching a new survey to improve the lives of its residents. The survey will examine different parts of the housing experience, and that includes apartment living, housing cost, population density, and traffic conditions. The city is encouraging all residents to participate and bring forward any concerns they have about their living situation. The city hopes the survey will help bring the community together and create an atmosphere of inclusivity and transparency.
Coming up next on Live at 4, a recall alert.
We'll tell you why these Subarus are getting pulled off the road. That's when Live at 4 continues.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
Save big money with these hot deals at Menards. All prices after 11% rebate. Colored wood mulch is $197. Get this folding sawhorse for only $9.99. Hop to big Easter savings. Easter lilies are just $5.99 each. Load up those Easter baskets with chalk or Bubbles solution, just 49 cents each. These hot deals won't last long. Hurry in before time runs out. Sign up for Menards emails to get more hot deals, plus the weekly flyer right to your inbox.
Save big money at Menards.
Another year of yo-yo dieting? Not this year. Hit reset and make a permanent change with permanent fat removal by Sonobello.
With Sonobello, day one, all my unwanted body fat gone.
These are my favorite pair of jeans that I couldn't even button up.
Look how flat my stomach is. I couldn't believe it was just gone.
I saw the results immediately.
And this is the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
Real women everywhere are transforming their bodies permanently. Sonobello is not a fad diet or boot camp workout. It's a simple, proven way to remove stubborn body fat permanently and in just one visit.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
If you are looking for physical results and positive emotional results, please run, don't walk to your nearest Sonobello.
Ready to hit reset? Find out how you can save $250 off instantly. Call now or go to sonobello.com.
Imagine trying to take on one of the big car companies. It's not easy. Yet this year, one local law firm finalized the largest compensatory verdict in state history against an automaker, over $38 million. And it was no fluke. That same firm has been holding big car companies accountable for faulty designs that cause injury for over 50 years. Because Wisconsinites know who to call when it's a must-win scenario. They call Habish, Habish & Rotier. National reputation, hometown service.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
New at 5, nearly $1 million is being used to enhance research on PFAS at UW Center of Excellence. We'll find out how the program plans to use that federal aid.
One more cold night before warmer temperatures swing back into southern Wisconsin. At 5, I'm talking 50-degree weather and how long it will stick around.
And ahead at 6, breaking news. The jury has reached a verdict in the Mark Wagner trial. We'll have reaction tonight on News 3 Now at 6. In Texas, more National Guard troops are being called to the border.
200 additional National Guard troops arrived in El Paso, Texas yesterday, deployed by Governor Greg Abbott as part of Operation Lone Star. There has been a recent rash of incidents with migrants along the border with Mexico. According to the Texas Department of Public Safety, several migrants breached a fence last week and clashed with members of the National Guard. And over the weekend, officials say some migrants were cutting the razor wire put in place by Texas officials.
TikTok is under fire once again, but this time it's the FTC looking into the company. The Federal Trade Commission is investigating TikTok over its data and security practices, which could lead to an eventual lawsuit. The investigation is the latest battle for the company, which is already fighting a possible ban. In its investigation, the FTC is looking into whether TikTok violated a portion of federal law that prohibits unfair and deceptive business practices. The agency also is scrutinizing the company over potential violations of the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act.
Subaru is recalling nearly 120,000 Outback and Legacy vehicles over potentially faulty airbag sensors. The recall involves the 2020 through 2022 model years. A capacitor in the occupant detection system in the sensors may crack and short circuit, and that could prevent the front passenger airbag from deploying during a crash. Dealers will replace the sensors for free, and owners that are affected by this will be notified of the recall by mail.
Coming up next, it's Recovery in Action.
We head to Maui to hear from residents there about how to visit the island after its recent disaster. That's when Live at 4 continues.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Looking for a better probiotic? Try Florigen. It's refrigerated behind the pharmacy counter to maximize freshness and potency and deliver 3 times more good bacteria for supercharged digestive and immune support. Ask your pharmacist for Florigen probiotics today.
Why choose between that new deck you've been wanting and that vacation you've been dreaming about? Get both. A deck that outlasts wood 3-to-1 and up to a 7-day vacation on one of the top cruise lines or at one of our hundreds of resorts with no blackout date restrictions. Call now or visit the website for your new deck today.
Do not go.
It's free if I do it, babe.
Whoa, you need the experts. Let the experts at Feldco make your home renewal project a cinch with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. Free installation ends Sunday. Hurry. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco.
Introducing Gloria's Mexican Restaurant, your destination for authentic Mexican cuisine and craft cocktails. We're proud to offer delicious dishes made from the best ingredients. Whether a family meal or a special event, Gloria's has you covered. Visit us today.
Look, I'm not a young guy. That's no secret. But here's the deal. I understand how to get things done for the American people. I led the country through the COVID crisis. Today, we have the strongest economy in the world. I passed a law that lowers prescription drug prices, caps insulin at $35 a month for seniors. For 4 years, Donald Trump tried to pass an infrastructure law, and he failed. I got it done. Now we're rebuilding America. I passed the biggest law in history to combat climate change because our future depends on it. Donald Trump took away the freedom of women to choose. I'm determined to make Roe v. Wade the law of the land again. Donald Trump believes the job of the president is to take care of Donald Trump. I believe the job of the president is to fight for you, the American people, and that's what I'm doing. I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
Can we do one more take?
Look, I'm very young, energetic, and handsome. What the hell am I doing this for?
Welcome to Dwellings.
our fabulous showroom, Hard Rock Road, Fitchburg.
Welcome back. We are giving the weather satellite a spin, and we're ending up in Sacramento, where it is rainy there and 54 degrees.
That's a great shot, though. Great city.
I keep thinking if 8 is enough.
Right.
Who knows that show? All right, so 7 months ago, a wildfire ravaged Maui, killing more than 100 people and destroying 2,200 structures.
While it will take several more years to rebuild, most of the island is open, and local businesses say what they need now is more tourists for an economic recovery.
So we spoke to CBS's Wendy Gillette earlier this week about what's happening there right now.
Charlotte and Susan, it was shocking to see the fire damage in person for the first time, but also heartwarming to feel welcomed on the island, which needs robust tourism revenue to recover.
There's no shortage of hugs these days for Caleb Hopkins, co-owner of Mala Ocean Tavern on Front Street in Lahaina, where most structures were lost last August in the devastating Maui wildfire.
You can see the path and went just right around us. You know, it's just a miracle that it's still here.
The 24-table tavern reopened in February next to the crashing ocean and steps away from the burn zone, where a checkpoint keeps people out. Inside, laughter has returned to the restaurant known for its oyster shooters and ahi bruschetta.
It's giving people a little piece of history back.
Co-owner Javier Barberi lost his home in Lahaina, as did many of the staff, but all were eager to return to work.
To be able to reopen is a sign of hope for other restaurants, other businesses.
Hope is also on board Trilogy Excursions, sunset and whale watching sales. The night of the fire, co-owner Riley Kuhn rescued people who ran into the ocean to escape the flames, even as one of his boats and 2 family homes burned.
Maui's going to take a long time to heal. This fire has affected everybody.
The Hawaii Tourism Authority says Maui visitor arrivals are down about a quarter since the fire, as is overall spending. A critical drop on this island, heavily dependent on tourism dollars.
70 cents of every dollar circulating in Maui's economy is attributable to visitor spending.
Many hotels are pitching in. In Waikiki, the Royal Hawaiian is donating $1 to the recovery for each signature Mai Tai that's ordered. At Maui's Fairmont Kealani in Wailea, where we also stayed for a special rate, the new lobby bar Pilina is using island-sourced ingredients to support local businesses. And at its just-opened cultural center, visitors can experience traditional songs about Lahaina and hula.
My biggest message and invitation to everyone is just to come with respect and a desire to understand.
To that end, tourists are advised to not ask locals about their personal experience during the fire. Mala Ocean Tavern added a sign with the request.
We're here to put on our brave face and smile and have fun and get back to normal.
It's a new kind of normal on an island where the Hawaiian spirit continues to shine.
The Hawaii Tourism Authority has a list of tips to be a compassionate traveler to Maui, including not going near the burn zone or taking pictures of it or anything else that's sensitive.
Yeah,
Charlotte and Susan?
That's very good advice. And are there any other measures that are sort of explaining how important tourism is to the island?
Yeah, the Hawaii Tourism Authority says 58,000 jobs are supported by visitor spending, almost a third of the island's total population. So that is a lot of dependence on tourism, Charlotte and Susan.
All right. Wendy, mahalo and aloha. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Wendy.
Mahalo.
And here's Alex with our ever-changing First Warn forecast. Hi, Alex.
Hey, hi there, Charlotte. Ever-changing because we got Carolina Weiss, extraordinary meteorologist from Spring Green and Plain area, right, Carolina? Carolina is one of our fans. Carolina actually gave me this tie that I'm wearing that has some sunshines and some clouds on it, and I think that fits pretty nicely here, Carolina. Madison, we got the forecast right on. What's the temperature right now in Madison?
38 degrees.
Brilliant. You're hired. But the winds, they really aren't calm. It's pretty windy out there right now. But we did pretty good with our forecast, Carolina. I said we'd do upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. That's because we had the sunshine out, and that's part of the reason why I have the gold glasses on. And you know all about my glasses. I wear the gold glasses when mild weather's coming, when sunny weather's coming. And you're out by Spring Green and Plain, so what's the temperature right now in Lone Rock?
39 degrees.
39 degrees, spot on there. A little cool for this time of year, and that low temperature tonight for Madison's going to be what?
21 degrees.
21, 22, that's really cold for this time of year. That's about 10 degrees below normal for this time of year, but it's short-lived because tomorrow we're going to break into the sun again. Look at these numbers here. What is the popular high temperature across southern Wisconsin on your Thursday?
47 degrees.
You got a 47 in Milwaukee and then a lot of 45s out there. 45, 47, a little bit of extra change there. It's going to be a much more mild day. But Carolina, we need water too. We are in a drought condition. Out towards Lone Rock and out towards Spring Green, you didn't get as much rain with that last weather system. It was wet here in Madison, really wet off towards the east. Let's see if we can get some showers here. By the time we get into Friday night, going on into your Saturday, I said earlier we'd be tracking this next wet weather system. Some scattered showers for a portion of southern Wisconsin, but right now it's eyeing up southwestern Wisconsin, where you're from, out towards Spring Green and Lone Rock and the Plain area, Carolina. Not a lot of green as we go into Friday night, going into your Saturday. So maybe dry again for portions of southwestern Wisconsin. But that's not the only weather system that we have here in our forecast. We've got that wet weather system here on Saturday. And then what's Sunday? Sunday's
Easter.
We got Easter Sunday. No rain, I don't think, on Easter Sunday during the day, but then wet weather will develop again Easter Sunday night, going on into your Monday, going on into your Tuesday. And then following that, I'm going to swing over here with you, Carolina. Look at those temperatures as we head out further into the 10-day forecast. Upper 50s to the lower
60s.
The lower 60s. So I think Carolina did a brilliant job. If you're on that side of the screen, give her a round of applause. I know Susan and Charlotte are clapping over there at the couch. You did a great job. And folks, we'll be right back.
Do you feel stuck in a cold and drafty home? Well, there's a better solution than just turning up the heat. Because heating your home is by far the most expensive part of your energy bills. At USA Insulation, we fix cold homes. Most houses are built with builder's grade insulation. So when we fill your walls with our high efficiency foam, your house stays warm without turning up the heat, which saves you a lot of money. And right now, we can insulate your home for as little as $99 per month.
USA Insulation.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Welcome to Badgerscape Design and Landscape. We offer a full range of landscaping services, from design to maintenance. Our professional team is dedicated to meeting all your landscaping needs. Call us at 608-295-1446 or visit badgerscapedesignandlandscape.com.
Catch the Bucks on broadcast TV when they square off with the Pelicans on your new local home for select Bucks games. Watch Giannis and the Bucks fly into NOLA to zap Zion and the soaring Pelicans. It's Dame time in the Big Easy. Bucks, Pelicans on your new local home for select Milwaukee Bucks games. Thursday, March 28th at 7 on Television Wisconsin.
New at 5, nearly $1 million is being used to enhance research on PFAS at UW Center of Excellence. We find out how the program plans to use the federal aid, plus get a look inside the facility, coming up on News 3 Now.
Our community is full of wonderful, giving people. Tell us about the good you see. Go to Channel 3000 or post it using the hashtag Do Something Good. I'll share your stories on News 3 Now. Let's do something good.
Well, take a look at this. An escaped ostrich takes over rush hour. Run!
Oh my gosh.
A wild day on this road in South Korea as drivers capture the bizarre sight. The escaped ostrich running through city traffic. It escaped from a nearby zoo. Officials responded and they were able to safely catch the ostrich, named Taduri, in a nearby parking lot and return it to the zoo.
Well, life is about to change dramatically for a lucky person who bought a winning Mega Millions ticket in New Jersey. One ticket matched all of those numbers in last night's Mega Millions drawing, with a jackpot worth an estimated $1.1 billion, the 8th largest in U.S. history. The winning ticket was sold at ShopRite Liquor in Neptune, New Jersey. The store receives a $30,000 bonus check for selling that winning ticket.
Getting a good night's sleep has been linked to countless benefits, and now here's a new one. Not getting enough shut-eye can make you feel older. That's according to new studies that were published yesterday in the Journal of the Proceedings of the Royal Society B. Researchers found not getting enough sleep could make you feel 5 to 10 years older than you really are. They looked at a group of people between the ages of 18 and 70. The group was given no more than 4 hours of sleep on average. They felt nearly 4.5 years older than they really were. And in contrast, when the same group slept well, they reported feeling nearly 6 years younger on average.
Sometimes I feel like 107.
And that explains it for both of us.
Yeah. We'll be right back after this.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
It's replacement window season. Do you have ugly, hard-to-open, drafty windows? Now is the best time to buy new Champion windows, because when you buy 2, you get 2 free. Buy 2 Champion windows, get 2 free? I guess that means if you buy 4, you get 4 free. Buy 6, get 6 free. Buy 10, get 10 free.
Hurry, Champion's Buy 2, Get 2 free sale is for a limited time.
Great job, everybody. Thanks.
Call 888-4CHAMPION or schedule your free in-home estimate online today.
Interested in an electric vehicle? Bergstrom has the largest selection of electric vehicles and a team you can trust. Buy with confidence and complete peace of mind from Wisconsin's #1 automotive retailer. Bergstrom Automotive, driven to deliver gas, hybrid, or electric.
Certain this is gonna work?
Nothing to it.
For Imprint certain?
Certainty matters. 4imprint is your home for promo gear to wow clients and inspire your team. Check out 4imprint.com.
4imprint, for certain.
Looking for a better probiotic? Try Florigen. It's refrigerated behind the pharmacy counter to maximize freshness and potency and deliver 3 times more good bacteria for supercharged digestive and immune support. Ask your pharmacist for Florigen probiotics today.
This month, we're looking for 200 homeowners interested in getting a new fence. We're offering up to $1,000 off, plus an upgrade of up to 10 free solar caps. Our fences outlast wood 3 to 1 and are backed by our extensive lifetime warranty. Call now or visit the website for your new fence today.
Only your locally owned Cub Cadet dealer has genuine parts, accessories, trained service technicians, and the widest selection of innovative Cub Cadet products. We're here for you whenever you need us, with expert service and support to keep your equipment running at peak performance for years to come. Take advantage of exceptional financing at your local Cub Cadet dealer today. To find the dealer near you, visit cubcadetdealers.com.
This Thursday, one day only, earn a 40-cent Hy-Vee fuel saver for every $60 you spend. That's a 40-cent fuel saver for every $60. Thursday only, and only at Hy-Vee.
That's our Live at 4 program at midweek. Hope you'll stay with us for News 3 at 5. Charlotte's in the newsroom with what to expect in our coverage moving forward. Charlotte?
Well, Susan, tomorrow on Live at 4, we go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs in the Kia Telluride, which Harvey calls the perfect family car. And next at 5, we're going to continue our live coverage of the ruling in the trial of DCI agent Mark Wagner. We thank you for joining Live at 4 today, and we hope to see you right back here tomorrow. In the meantime, stay tuned. News 3 now at 5 starts right now.